Hello and welcome to another video, everybody. And since I've talked about the Emperor's Children in the past, I'm going to talk about the current announced release. So hopefully you're excited or whatever, and we'll be talking about it. If you weren't interested in checking out the video I talked about my predictions and caution about it, it is in a video called A Word of Caution, Emperor's Children and Krieg. I'll make sure I put a link in the description. So let's first off cover the big army image that they have. So we see a couple of the AOS demons, and we see demonettes in the background. I've noticed that we have some rhinos. We have our traditional land raiders. That's nice. I see that they added a little bit of that Emperor Children iconography on there. We see a demon engine in the background and our flying demon engine, which I never remember the name of the dang thing. I'm just not good with those things' names. I was more of a Iron Warriors guy, so, take that with a grain of salt. But we see also the new Demon Prince, and that's what I noticed right off the bat that had existed, as well as the Terminators, the current Terminator kit for Chaos Marines. Okay, so we know those things are going to probably be in their book. So what did I get right and what did I get wrong before we go into it? Well, I predicted there was going to be a jump unit. There was not. I predicted that there might be an Eidolon release. There was not. And I also predicted that there was going to be a cultist release that was going to be kind of like a filtering unit for them. Again, there was not. So what was I right about? Well, I was right that they weren't going to release special Terminators for them. So instead, they're using the standard Terminators. I was right that Fulgrim was going to be released with them and Lucius. So those are the things I got right. Those are the things I got wrong. Let's talk about the individual units. This is going to be a little long, so I apologize. So first off, well, of course, it shows Fulgrim, but man, he's got a new book out. Don't care. We got Lucius. I don't like Lucius. The model is pretty much what I expect for Lucius. It's hideous. It's got his little whip, his sword. He's got a couple of these chemical injectors in the back. They've definitely brought in a few more stylistic things with their new revision of how Slaanesh looks. So, that's pretty much what I expected. He's got the little strappy things on his legs. Considering he's not a terrible model, there's enough action and flow in there to make him look like he's participating in the battle. He does have two, and I do say two, tactical rocks. And I noticed in the second image, they threw in a little bit of an Iron Hands reference at the foot of him. So, not bad. Okay, let's move on. Alright, next, we have a couple of HQ choices. That's what I'm going to call them for the moment. And we don't really have a huge amount of information. So I believe your standard kind of Chaos Lord for the Emperor's Children is going to be the Lord Exultant, who is kind of your standard armed Chaos Lord. He has his options that I can see. He has a plasma pistol, a sword, one of the Emperor's Children kind of stylized swords. We have the whip. We have a sound blaster, or sound pistol, or whatever they call it. We have the spear, and I believe a power fist. Now, I'm going to go spear power fist if I got this guy. But design-wise, I'd said for a while that I thought they were going to move into using the Age of Sigmar Hedonites style of design, and that's how they were going to start representing Slaanesh. These guys look very much, especially when you're using the helmeted head, like a particular type of unit from them. The heavily armored guys, I don't remember their name. Again, I don't play AOS, but I do recognize that they look very similar. They're not bad. I do like them. Though I'm going to say this, I really don't like the thing where they're trying to make the mutated heads have the kind of Slaanesh symbol horns. That does nothing for me. I think it looks a little goofy. I mean, maybe they're picking up some reception for their televisions. I don't know. Oh, but overall, I do like how this unit is designed. The other one is, and I'm going to probably annihilate this, so do forgive me, but I think it's supposed to be teamed up with Noise Marines. So it'd probably be the guy that, if you want to go heavy on Noise Marines, the one you pick, and that is the Lord's Coffinist. Ooh. I said I was going to destroy it. Design-wise, we get the kind of hoof thing they've been trying to bring in. We have this Mark 6-ish in Tacticus style leg plates that I just don't think look good. I think what it does is it highlights how thin the upper thighs are to the lower legs, and with the how bulky the top of the body is with the crazy looking backpack, or and of course the arms off to the side, the fact that his head kind of vanishes between the two large cables that go from his chest to the backpack, it makes him look kind of awkward from the way the photo is taken. So I'm not particularly fond of the design. I see what they were trying to do, but it just doesn't hit it for me. And I also really don't like the weird Tacticus style lower leg plates. It does nothing for me. On the other end, I also don't like that about the Noise Marines that they've redesigned. I think there's something about the newer Noise Marines that just, it irks me, and I don't know what it is. I think it's that they tried to make them look heavier, armored, and more like Devastators, or Havocs. And I just don't think it worked out that well. Just for me, I like the weapons. The weapons are nice. I like the little speakers on the backpack, but the weird Tacticus, obviously just Primaris Space Marine style lower leg plates, just don't do it. And also with them having the kind of hooved feet for some reason, I think that they should have gone in more with the kind of heavier plated, if they were going to do something like that, of the old Devastators. But that's just me in that regard. Then we have what are they called again? The Flawless Blades, which are a air quote dark mirror of the elite Palatine blades. It's obviously a unit of 3. They are not possessed, oddly enough. They're just highly mutated. They're kind of spot on for what they're trying to do for Slaanesh, and especially the Emperor's Children. I'm just not really taken by them. They're okay. I think that they could be some good fodder for people who want to recreate some of those old Emperor's Children Chaos Lords from the older edition images. Again, they just don't hit it for me. Also, I believe they're in a weird, kind of a Mark 6-y kind of armor. Something about the way they are built, it just isn't doing it for me. Then we have I'm gonna just call them Emperor's Children Chaos Marines. They're called Tormentors, or at least that's what one version of them is called. They have a pistol and sword option on top of the more traditional Chaos Marine bolter with special weapon kind of options. They're not bad. I've noticed that apparently they decided that the Emperor's Children are Mark 6 appreciators. I think they're kind of pushing Mark 6 a little bit more than they should. It's a Raven Guard thing and an Alpha Legion thing. I think that they really should have gone with more of a mixed style of armor, but at the same time, I don't really hate them. I think that these guys are kind of, in my opinion, the highlight of the release. The Lord Exultant looks really, really good. I like him. And I really like the basic Emperor's Children Marine. I like them both in both versions. Though, I'm that kind of weird guy, I'd probably make them mostly being using bolters and such. Overall, it's about what I expected release-wise. I'm not really that shocked by it. I'm Also, not a fan of these boxes they keep doing. I just, I don't know. They just don't do it for me. And the Champions Slanesh box, I don't know. It's just me. But you get two groups of the Marines, you get two groups of the Noise Marines, and you get the Lord Exultant. And that's what's in there with the normal book and unit cards. So let me know, what do you think of this? I'm kind of mixed on it. So bye bye.